So the Void Trader just arrived and, here's my recommendations on what are the stuff that you should try getting first. So, here are the items that the Void Trader brought this week. Before we begin, like always, I would like to remind you that all that I will be saying in this video are purely recommendations, and you can either follow it or not. Refer to it as a guide that shows you a preview on what you can get from a certain item. Okay, let's start. So, if I were to choose, I would consider Primed Pressure Point first on the list. It does give your melee weapon 165% additional damage, compared to the ordinary Pressure Point, which only gives you 120% damage. Aside from that, this primed mod will always be on your melee build, so it's best that you take one. If you have plenty of ducats, then some endo, then you can buy a few of them, and sell some max rank primed pressure point later to get some extra platinum. The next one would be Supra Vandal. If you like fast firing weapon, that has good amount of critical chance and status chance, then you should probably try out Supra Vandal. The only complaint I have for this weapon is that it has projectile speed, but it's not that bad. However, it's pretty manageable, and with the right build, this weapon can even wreck high-level enemies with ease. Now, if I were you, then I would just ignore these gold mods over here. It's because they can be obtained on Eidolon hunts. More specifically, they do drop from the Hydra list more often. But if you have spare ducats and want to just get these mods instead of fighting Eidolons, then go ahead. Now, primed cryo rounds and primed heated charge are purely for min-maxing a certain weapon's build. In fact, I often use primed cryo rounds on my snipers while hunting Eidolons, as cold does damage those big walking trees. Not only does it gives you cold damage, but you can combine it with other element types, and best part is, it does give you more damage overall, compared to the ordinary cryo rounds, that only gives 90% more cold damage. But between the two, I would choose primed heated charge first. Why? It's because primed heated charge doesn't only allow you to min-max the build of your secondary weapon, but it will actually give some exalted weapons insane amount of damage. Just take for example Hildren's Balefire. Give Hildren with lots of power strength, and try to min-max the radiation damage of your Balefire, up until you can reach over 90k radiation damage. That's pretty insane if you asked me, and we will talk about that Balefire Hildren build in another video. The rest of the items that the Void Trader have for this week are meant for cosmetics. If you got some spare ducats, then go try out the Prisma Avia chest plate, as it really looks nice on most of your frames. Also, try out the Prisma Yamako Cyandano, as it looks cool, especially when you equip it with Ash. It gives more ninja vibes to this frame. Also, Kaidir Sakaras are good for your shoulders, especially if you like glowing things on your shoulders. The rest are purely personal preference, and you can spend your extra ducats on whatever you want to try out. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Machete Wraith. Well, I don't hate this weapon, but I don't love it either. It's good if we compare it to the ordinary machete, but when we compare it to other weapons, then the other weapons are way better. In fact, I'm kind of sad that the Wraith version of this melee weapon does only have different polarity, speed and damage. I was hoping for an interesting upgrade like what we have with the Optica Vandal, but who am I to complain? So, that's all my opinion for this week's Void Trader items. I hope that you have learned something. Let me know in the comments section below what you will be picking, and what do you hope the Void Trader will bring next cycle. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel, and please hit that like button if you find this video informative. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.